Thank you for making the purchase. In this video, I'll explain how to install the latest 2018 Mercedes NTG 5S1 navigation update. Based on your car's year and model, you're sent an email accordingly on how to carry out the update. So in this case, this applies to vehicles that have NTG 5S1. So if you made the purchase already, most likely you're looking at a mail like this that explains on how to carry out the update. What you're gonna do is once you get this email, the idea is to download the map and then to load it onto a USB and insert it in the Mercedes to carry out the update. Now the very first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna click on download map/unzip map. That is the video instruction that you're watching right now. So in that video which you're watching now, what you want to do is click here to download map. So if you want to start off by downloading the 2018 Mercedes NTG 5S1 version 9 map, so you go ahead and click on that link. It will take you to Google Drive where it'll say, whoops, there was a problem with the preview. Now the reason you're getting this message is not because something is wrong, it's just telling you that you cannot preview the file. Click download. Google Drive can't scan this file for viruses. In this case, it's a 24 GB file. It's too large for Google to scan for viruses. Go ahead and click download anyway. Now what has started happening is that it's actually started downloading at the lower left corner of the screen. In my case, in order to demonstrate how to carry out the update, I've already downloaded the file. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you. This is the file. Once you're done downloading, this is what you're gonna end up with. You're gonna end up with a folder called Mercedes NTG 5S1 2018 version 9. I'm gonna go ahead and cancel this because I've already downloaded the file. You have to wait for this to complete. I have already downloaded the file, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel this. Once the download is complete, you're going to end up with this file here. It is a zipped file or a RAR file that has to be extracted or unzipped. You cannot just take this file and drop it onto the USB or copy it or paste it on the USB. That will not work. Mercedes, if you were to just take it and paste it or drop it onto the USB and then load it onto the USB, and you went to your Mercedes and started your Mercedes and inserted the USB inside of the USB slot, nothing would happen. Mercedes will not recognize it. It won't prompt you for anything. It won't prompt you for the update. It won't do anything. What needs to be done in order for the Mercedes to realize that this is the right USB, the map content has to be on there, loaded in the right place with the right format. So the very first thing you're going to do is you're going to unzip the file. In my case, if you already have an unzipping tool on your computer, you will see options similar to this. Extract files or extract here, or unzip files or unzip here. If you see these options, what you want to do is go ahead and extract here, or extract files, meaning extract to a destination, the desktop, or any other folder you would like to extract to. What I've done here is I've just extracted here. I'm not gonna click on this because I've already extracted here. If you see this option, what you want to do is go ahead and click on it, and it will start extracting the file. If you don't see any of these options, or your computer cannot seem to recognize how to open this file, then you need to go ahead and look at that email that you were sent that talks about free unzipping tools. So these are the ones for Windows, depending on the type of system that you're using. And if you're working with Mac, use an archiver or any other unzipping tool on Mac. Okay. So you download the map, you want to unzip the map, and then once you unzip the map by clicking extract here, you're going to end up with this folder. That is the folder that you're trying to get to. Once you're at this folder, things are a lot easier after this. So what you want to do, if you are at this folder, you want to click onto that folder, and what are the contents that you're trying to load onto the USB. I have a USB connected here already. What you want on the USB is what is inside this folder. Do not just drag and drop this folder. Don't do that. It's the contents inside this folder that have to be at the root of the USB. Okay, so in this case it's all of these files. I'm just dragging and highlighting all the files, and that's what has to be on the root of the USB. You can just drag and drop them after highlighting them the way I have onto the USB, or you can copy and paste them onto the USB. But before you do that, you have to make sure that the USB is in FAT32 format. Okay, in this case we're just gonna click on properties to see what format the USB is in. In this case it's in exFAT or exFAT. This is not the format that you want to use. Mercedes will not recognize this format. You could do everything right, and if the format is wrong, the Mercedes will not recognize it and nothing will happen. Okay, so what you want to do, and in this case, if you guys don't know where is it that I'm working, it's kind of on Windows. This is under my computer, okay, or my PC. So I have a USB connected already. I'm gonna go ahead and format it. You cannot have anything on the USB, and that's what formatting does. It deletes everything that's on the USB, and at the same time puts it in the type of format that you want it in. In my case, on my computer, I'm given the option for FAT32. Okay, so I can go ahead and format it. As far as the allocation size, unit size, I mean, I like going with 64 kilobytes. To me, it doesn't really make a difference. So FAT32 is the format that you want to be in. If you don't see this, I've seen some people that don't see the FAT32 option, and you know, they're like they have a USB, they want to format it, but they just don't see the FAT32. Watch step 2 if you don't see that. Okay, stop watching this video. You want to go on to step 2 from the email that you were sent. That will show you how to force a USB in FAT32. If you do see this option, you want to just click FAT32 and you want to click start. For those of you that don't, go to step 2 and force the USB in FAT32. So in my case here, I actually see it, so I'm going to go ahead and click start. It's telling you that it's going to format, will erase all data on this disk. That's exactly what you want. Click OK. Format complete. Click OK. Close. Now let's just check the USB. It is in FAT32 format. So we have a formatted USB in FAT32. We're ready to go. All we have to do is load the contents onto the USB now. So the contents that you're loading on are NTG 5S1 2018 version 9. The contents inside this folder. Okay. So I'm just highlighting all the files, and then you could copy and paste. You can copy and paste onto the USB, or you can highlight them, drag them and drop them is what I like to do. Okay, there should be 44 of them, that number, if you're dragging and dropping like the way I am. You go ahead and do that. Now this is going to take up to 25 to 30 minutes depending on the operating speed of your system. Okay, once this procedure is done, you want to start your Mercedes and you want to insert the USB inside of the USB slot, and you should be prompted for the update. I want you to read everything on this page very carefully. This is for your success, that you get the service that you paid for. Also, you want to read this section here that talks about the map license key. Once the data is downloaded onto the USB up and you're ready to insert it in the Mercedes, you will be prompted for the map license key. Go ahead and click cancel, and then throw me a message saying that you have been prompted for the map license key and you'll like your map license key. When you make that request, send me the full VIN of your Mercedes so I can generate the correct map license key. The reason I have two steps to this, the first step is that you download the map and you upload it onto a USB and you insert it in the Mercedes, and then you're prompted. And then you message me for the map license key. This is to protect you. This is done in order that if for some reason you cannot complete the update or you're not getting prompted, at least I'm in the position to refund your money, because people are going to say that they didn't get the service that they asked for. So I've designed it in a way that I put you in the best position. If you can't seem to carry out the update, you can and it's not prompting you, you can message me. I'll do everything in my power to resolve the issue. If we cannot come to a resolution and you make the request for that refund, I will have to issue the refund if it is done under the proper reasons. Okay. Once the map license key is sent, there is no refund. Once I issue that key, that's it. I cannot issue you a refund. Your worst case scenario is that you can always request a USB. Let's say that you can't seem to download the map onto the USB, and things are not working out. You can always get in touch with me, and I can ship out a USB for another 30 USD. Okay? And if you have any questions, feel free to message me, and we try to reply as soon as we can. And if you're running into problems, please don't panic. We're here to help. Okay? Thank you very much.